Good morning, everyone. We are here today to get everyone excited about what's coming up this weekend, which is the 100th anniversary of Kipona, our wonderful water festival here in the city of Harrisburg that celebrates the Susquehanna River and celebrates the end of summer. It's coming up this September 3rd, 4th, and 5th, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. It'll be from 11 a.m. till 8 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday, and 11 a.m. till 7 p.m. on Monday. The main takeaway is that this year's Kipona is not only the 100th anniversary, but it is going to be bigger and better with more activities than ever. For instance, we are going to have sports every day, an exciting new feature this year. Not only is the Handles basketball tournament back for Saturday and Sunday, but on Monday, we're going to have a soccer tournament, so that's going to take up a good portion of the northern part of Front Street. We are also extending the festival this year up onto State Street. And I think you all have a nice map which shows this, but it's not only in Riverfront Park and in City Island and along the bridge leading between the two, but also extending up State Street, making it a larger geographic footprint than we've had in the past. And we've got not one, not two, but three large entertainment stages going on all throughout Kipona, which is also bigger than last year. We've got two professional music stages with all sorts of music for the whole family, but we also have a kids festival stage, which will be a highlight this year. One of the things that I'm very excited about for Kipona 100 is that we are going to celebrate the 100th anniversary with a fantastic history walk. This is sponsored by the Historic Harrisburg Association, and it's going to go across the pedestrian bridge as you walk from Riverfront Park to City Island or vice versa. All along the bridge will be these wonderful panels. Here's an example of one. They'll be tied to the bridge. And there's another one over there. There's actually an entire booklet which reproduces these panels, tells the story of Kipona over the past 100 years. And the history booklet will be on sale over the course of Kipona and afterwards. But it's also a self-guided walking tour. You can simply walk it and appreciate the things that have happened over the 100 years. It's not only the 100th anniversary of Kipona, as we know, it's also the 100th anniversary of a lot of the improvements that you see in Riverfront Park, including the steps leading down to the river, the remake of the Market Street Bridge, the sewer intercept system, the Dock Street Dam. All of that is 100 years old this year. And 100 years ago, they celebrated it by having this wonderful Kipona Festival, and this year we're celebrating the 100th anniversary. So thank you to Historic Harrisburg. As a special treat, on Saturday at noon, I'll sort of be kicking it off with David Morrison and Jeb Storton. I will be taking the walking tour, so I'm encouraging people to come join me on Saturday to take the official guided and curated walking tour, which will be a lot of fun. And then later on the day, on Saturday, I will be at the Festival of India at 2 o'clock. And Kipona this year is not only larger and more exciting, but it also has all of our favorite things returning from the Festival of India, which is quite an amazing thing, to the powwow, which will be once again over on City Island and phenomenal. And the powwow will be going on all 3 days, so something to look forward to. There are some new events happening this year. For instance, we have a beer garden for the first time in a while in Kipona. We also have a Midtown Cinema screening tent. That seems a very exciting thing. And just so you know, on various days, depending on when you go, you can also kiss a puppy. That's right, there's a kissing booth and a doggy Olympics, and for a small donation, you can kiss a puppy. And that's happening on Saturday. That will be on City Island. Fireworks this year are on Sunday, all right? Sunday night, they will be at dusk. The Senators are in town. They're going to be playing games. There's only one fireworks show. It will be Sunday, unless, of course, we have serious weather, which they're not predicting at the moment. And, of course, on Monday, canoe races will return. So every day there's something that continues from the days before, and also unique things. I also want to state that, again, this year, Capital Region Water is sponsoring the Conservation Carnival, which is a fun time for family and kids and people of all ages to learn about the finest water anywhere in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Right here, enjoy, refresh yourself, cool off, learn about conservation, learn about the importance of preserving and keeping our river and our water supply clean, and do some fun activities at the same time. If you have kids, and I do, you'll probably be excited to know that the popcorn hat players will be going on throughout the festival at the kids, on the kids' stage. We also have everything from a dinosaur-themed bounce house, continuing our dino summer, to face painting, balloon artists, carnival games, arts and crafts, you name it. And this year we've got an artists' village as a part of Kipona, and we have wire walkers. Did you see the wire walkers as you came in? Well, that's a little teaser of what you're going to get, because they are going to do the death-defying act of walking on that wire over the Susquehanna River, and let's hope they make it safely. And that's going to be going on all 3 days, back and forth. And we have more food trucks than you can possibly imagine. I think everyone enjoyed our last 4th of July Food Truck Festival, where the food trucks are back, and I want to thank a couple of them that showed up today: crab cakes and artisanal grilled cheese. And if you were there for the 4th of July, you know you've got to get there early to get in line for the grilled cheese. The line is going to be tremendous. It's really incredible. And crab cakes reminds me that, yes, in fact, this year we are also having a crab cake eating contest. You have to register. Yes, I know. and it will be sponsored by our longtime Kipona partner, who has always brought us crab cakes. So that's going to be fun. I think I've gotten most of the new and old a little bit. I want to turn for a moment, and I want to talk about our sponsors. We've got a wonderful group of sponsors that have made this happen. We have taken a position as the city of Harrisburg that we do not want what we do for our festivals to be a burden on the taxpayer, and as a result, we are going to raise money from private sources to help cover the costs. Well, the budget for this 100th anniversary for Kipona is a large budget. It's the highest budget we've had for any of the festivals that we've done since I've been in office. It's over $100,000, just over $100,000. But I am pleased to announce that through sponsorships and vendor fees, we have raised in excess of that, close to $115,000 to cover the cost of Kipona. So there you go. It's completely, the costs are going to be completely covered, and it's going to be a wonderful festival for everyone. We couldn't have done this, and we couldn't have done a marketing campaign without our great partners at the Hershey Harrisburg Regional Visitors Bureau. As many of you know, they have partnered with the city, and we have a committee that works together to help advertise Kipona. And I don't know if you've seen our signs or our billboards or our ads, but they've been largely responsible for helping us get the word out. And I'd like to turn the microphone over now to Rick Dunlap to say a few words. Rick.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everybody, or good morning, actually. My name is Rick Dunlap. I'm with the Hershey Harrisburg Visitors Bureau. We are extremely proud to be a sponsor of this year's Kipona. What a special year, celebrating 100 years, and that talks about the city and the lifestyle that you live here, the quality of life, the history and the heritage, and it fits perfectly with what we try to say about this city and about the region as the Visitors Bureau. Events like this are so important to our Visitors Bureau and our overall mission, which is to bring in outside visitors to our region, not only for the economic impact, which Kipona and events like it have such an important and significant impact, but also for the idea of educating outsiders on what this city is about and what our lifestyle and what our history and heritage are about. Kipona, perfect example of that. So again, we are extremely proud to be a part of this event this year and the other events like it that the city put on. Speaking of our overall mission, you know, not only is it important to our mission to bring outsiders in, but events like this also are so important to the quality of life that our residents and our citizens have here. And so, you know, we want to take this moment to acknowledge the city for putting on these events. Regardless of budgets or whatever's happening, every year the city comes through and they put on a series of events that are, again, just so important to our quality of life here. And so especially this year, we want to acknowledge the hard work, dedication, and especially the creativity with this year's event that the city has put all of the staff and people behind this production. We want to acknowledge their hard work. We also want to acknowledge that as a sponsor this year, as a title sponsor, the incredible working relationship that we've had with the city. And therefore, I'd really encourage more people out there, more corporate sponsors, more businesses in the area to please get involved or consider being involved as a sponsor for these types of events for the city. It truly is only through the community support and the sponsorship of our corporations and our companies that events like Kipona and all the other things that the city put on every year, it's only because of that type of commitment that these events are possible and that they're able to grow and get bigger and better every year. And so I, again, just want to applaud the city for delivering another great year. Thank you.
Thank you, Rick. Appreciate it. So last year, we estimate nearly 40,000 people came into the city of Harrisburg to experience Kipona on one of the 3 days. This year, we're hoping to significantly grow that number for the 100th anniversary, and we'll provide details at the end of exactly how much it grows. I think some of it will depend on the weather, but as Rick said, this is an opportunity for people to come from far and wide to really see what the city has to offer and celebrate all the wonderful history of Harrisburg. And it's an opportunity for the people of Harrisburg, the residents, to come on out, have fun, enjoy themselves and their families, and feel a sense of collective civic pride. So Kipona is, as we say, better, safer than ever. I want to take a moment and thank all of our sponsors. The title sponsor, of course, is HHRVB. Our gold sponsors continue to be Kamiaka Entertainment. Ron's done a wonderful job with the Dynamite Summer, and he is helping support us at the gold sponsorship level. CBS 21. I should note that I will be with RJ tomorrow morning live between 8 and 8:30 talking about Kipona. So that's on iHeart Radio. Affiliated with CBS 21. There's also PHFA. I know we have representatives of PHFA here. They are consistently there every time the city needs a sponsorship. PHFA is there, and they've done a wonderful job, as is Pinnacle Health, which is committed to supporting and giving back to this community. Those are our gold sponsors. And I think it is fair, as Rick said, to say there is still time for organizations and businesses to follow the examples of those civic leaders and sign up and help sponsor a package for next year or for later this year when we do our holiday parade or our New Year's Eve. It is no small feat to raise $100,000. It's very difficult to do in this climate, but we've done it, and we couldn't have done it without those sponsors. We also want to thank PPL, which is a silver sponsor and is working specifically on the kids programming. We have bronze sponsors, CRW, SMX Staffing, Amazon, PSECU, Deloitte, and SP+. And I guess on that note, we'll talk about parking in a moment. Community sponsors as well, Downtown Improvement District, Belco, Meridian Recycling. You're going to see a much larger presence of recycling containers at this festival, which I think is important. AT&T, Sprint, Mid-Penn Bank, and Green Mountain Energy. All right, everybody's favorite detail. It's time to discuss parking. Are we ready? So parking, first of all, at meters, is free on Sunday and Monday because of the holiday. So the only day you would ever have to pay at a meter would be Saturday. And I am once again going to announce and try and plug the fact that you can park for free at a city meter using the mobile app Pango by typing in the coupon code LOVEHarrisburg, LUVHBG. LUVHBG. It gives you 4 hours of free, validated parking, which should be enough to go explore and go have lunch or just enjoy yourself on Saturday. Now that's at meters only. In partnership with the Senators that have games each of the nights, we have a very reasonable one-time, all-day parking fee on City Island of $4. So if you want to just park on City Island, leave your car, and walk throughout the whole thing, you can park. It will be first come, first serve, and by the evenings when the games are going, that lot's going to be pretty full, but it will cost $4 to park on City Island. And then SP Plus is running a special in the Market Square garage where it'll cost you $10, but you can park undercover and you can park in that garage for a whole day at the festival. So you've got some fixed price special parkings, an open lot, a closed lot. You've got free meters. You've got a coupon code for Saturday. There are a lot of options for parking, and it should be easy. I want to also encourage people to bike and take the bus and walk, because part of what we're celebrating is the wonders of living in a city where everything is close by and convenient. What do you think? Megan, Devin, did I get most of the details? Have we done okay? All right. That was a lot, but trust me, there's 6 pages of excitement happening at Kipona. I'll take a few questions if anyone has them, and if anyone's particularly looking forward to anything. Yes, sir.
Just logistics. When will the street shut down? I would assume Friday evening at some point.
I would, the exact detail? Yep.
The streets will close Friday at 9 a.m. and they will reopen on Tuesday at 7 a.m.
Very good.
That sounds exactly right, yes.
Yeah, I hate to bring it up, but last year Kipona had a couple issues, Saturday night. So just talk about a little bit about security enforcement, what I guess vendors have, to keep their items secure this year.
Yeah, it's going to be the safest Kipona ever. We have an increased police presence throughout the entire festival, including an overnight presence, which I think is important. And at the end of Kipona this year, we're doing a sort of community initiative, which is to have mentors and other civic leaders out and about, their presence being felt, so that we don't have a situation where the festival just sort of ends and everybody's gone and the area is desolate and people aren't paying attention. So I think it's going to be the safest Kipona ever. We have a very, very strong Harrisburg police presence. This might be an opportunity for people to come out and say thank you to the Harrisburg police. We appreciate the hard work that you're doing. And again, that's going to be a 24-hour overnight presence as well. So we will have a safe and wonderful Kipona. Thanks, Dave.
Mayor, talk
Yes.
about police and security. Is that picked up by the grants or the?
It's, we have, as you may have heard, about a $10,000 buffer more that we've raised that's higher than that cost. So we budgeted for some, but we're not entirely sure what that final bill will be. So it will be covered through the sponsorships, but we don't have the exact total because it depends on the number of hours that they give. Okay? And we can provide you those details at the very end. All right, well, we look forward to everyone coming out this weekend. Come join me for the History Walk at noon on Saturday, or the Festival of India at 2 on Saturday. Come out for the fireworks on Sunday night. Enjoy the music and the food trucks and the wire walkers and the Conservation Carnival and the powwow and the canoe races. It is going to be an amazing 100th celebration of Kipona. Thanks for coming.